Hello everyone, this is Vortex. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy I. In our last episode, we used the Oxyel and the Barrel Submarine in Onrak to descend below the sea to reach the Sunken Shrine. We fought our way through the top 3 floors of the shrine, and we met a group of mermaids here on the 5th floor who beseeched the Light Warriors to defeat the Fiend of Water Kraken, who dwells on the bottom floor of the shrine, restore the water crystal to grace, and prevent them from turning to sea foam. Apparently that would be the mermaid's fate if the water crystal is not restored. We also looted quite a few treasure chests in our last episode, including this one right here, which contained a pretty useful key item, the Rosetta Stone, and this is an item we'll be taking back to Dr. Un in Melmond in the not too distant future. But we have some business to take care of first. We're currently located on the 5th floor, which is the top level of the Sunken Shrine, and it's time to fight our way back down to the bottom floor to confront the Kraken. So let's start making tracks here. We'll just exit out of this chamber and cross the bridge here onto the other side of this confusing map here on the 5th floor. A lot of dead ends around these chambers here, so let me see if I can find my way back to the staircase. I think what we'll want to do is actually turn left here and then run to the south a little ways. There we go, I think that's correct. There it is, there's the staircase right there. So let's just take them and head back down to the 4th floor, and from here we're going to do some backtracking. We've already been through this floor. We just want to make our way back down to the 3rd floor to where we entered, and from there we can make more progress. So let's start backtracking. Well, just looking through my notes here, it looks like there are still 3 more regular enemies we want to fight here in the Sunken Shrine to add to the bestiary. So we'll definitely fight those in today's episode. Yeah, let's turn to the right here and then back to the north to the staircase. Well, it's late on a Saturday today as I'm recording this. Really didn't get too much done today. Actually watched a little bit of college football this evening. Paid a couple of bills. That's really about it. I really meant to dig the Christmas tree and all the Christmas decorations out of the attic, but never did get that done today. But maybe I can get that done tomorrow. It's actually supposed to be cold and cloudy and a chance of snow where I live, so maybe that'll put me in the Christmas spirit. Well, here we are back on the 3rd floor already, and if you find yourself running low on HP and MP, you can actually run straight down to the south and return back to the village of Onrak via the Barrel Submarine and use the inn there if you need to, but I think I'm in pretty good shape. I'm just going to tough it out. Got plenty of items in my inventory if I need them. Now, what we need to do actually here is find the staircase leading down, and we can actually find that in the far northwestern corner of this 3rd floor. So let's head up to the north and then turn west here. And that was a battle with a sea troll and 2 sea scorpions, but I was just looking at my notes here, and while I'm still here on the 3rd floor, there is one monster I think I do want to find on this floor before going down any further. The monster may actually be available on the 2nd or 1st floors, but according to my notes, it's definitely here on the 3rd floor, so I'm going to spend a couple of minutes looking for it, and once I find the monster of interest, I'll demonstrate that battle for you. Well, lo and behold, it was the first monster that I ran into, so talk about luck. This is the Water Naga, which is a mage-type monster. It can cast spells such as Thunder and Thundara. I think it can also use Hold and Slow and Sleep, and I think also the Focus spell, so it can use a pretty good repertoire of magic spells on you, but even though it can cast the Thundara spell, its weakness is lightning, so basically it can dish it out, but it can't take it. And it looks like it has around 356 HP, but really, that's a lot of talk for something that's going to go down really quick, so let's just go ahead and beat up this monster. Let's have Lenny use the gauntlets, and I guess I'll have Vivi use the healing staff. But Locke is going to go first, and he's going to take down that Water Naga. 588 experience, and wow, lots of gil, over 2,000. And we get a new entry in the bestiary. So let's scroll down here to number 101 to find the entry for the Water Naga. Alright, let's go on down this set of stairs to the second floor of the Sunken Shrine, making our way closer to the Fiend of Water Kraken. And here is another new enemy that I wanted to find in today's episode, the Deep Eyes. Another monster weak to lightning, just like most of the others here in the Sunken Shrine. 304 HP. It's going down quick, baby. Just going to keep using those gauntlets. Save that MP. Good job, Cloud. And good job, Locke. Didn't even need the gauntlets. Yeah, I'm pretty much over leveled for this point in the game. Lots more experience there, nearly 1500, and Locke levels up to level 38. And so does Lena and Vivi, I believe. Yep, Vivi levels up too. Cloud still lagging a little bit behind there. And Locke actually has 23 MP now. How about that? Almost enough to cast a magic spell or two. And looks like we finish out this row finally. There's number 95, the Deep Eyes. Alright, let's continue to make more progress here. Should be some pillars up ahead. Here we are. So we'll pass through the pillars. And we'll find a set of stairs actually leading back up. So we're going to have to go upstairs again to the third floor. Not very long before we make it back up to the fourth floor. So we're back on the fourth floor map here, but the set of stairs is just down below. Don't worry about going into that chamber, there's nothing in there. So back down to the third floor here. We're going to pick up a couple of treasure chests, I believe. And here is the first one right here, which contains 110 gil. And another treasure chest, 450 more gil to put in our wallets there. I have to wonder, does gil come in the form of coins, or is it bills? Or is it coins and bills? I know in Final Fantasy XI there's a coin icon next to your gil, so maybe it's coins. By the way, Cloud leveled up to level 38 after that battle, and here we are back onto the second floor, and we are ready to open up a ton of treasure chests on this floor. Looks like there's 4 different chambers we can go into to find treasure. And the first chamber we will go to is this one down to the southeast here. Should be 2 treasures inside. Alright, upon entry we will indeed find 2 treasure chests inside here. The first treasure chest here on the right will contain lots more gil, 8,135 gil. Now you can open up this left chest from the bottom without having to worry about fighting a monster, but if you approach it from the right, you'll be forced into a battle with another new monster. This time we are going to fight water elementals. Now, we fought earth elementals and fire elementals before, and they both look the same, but this time the water elemental looks more like a small tornado. Water elementals have exactly 300 HP, and their weakness is actually ice, believe it or not. You would think it would be lightning. So let's just have Vivi cast the Blizzara spell. Cloud's Ice Brand did a lot of damage too. Well, Blizzara wasn't quite enough to defeat that water elemental, but it did pretty decent damage. But Locke is going to take it out, and we win the battle with 981 experience and 1,600 gil, and another new entry in the bestiary. So let's scroll on down to number 100 to find the entry for the water elemental. Yeah, there's proof positive right there that it's weak to ice, but check out those resistances. Plenty of them. And when we open up the chest it was guarding, we'll find more gil, 7,690. Not too shabby. Still 3 more chambers to make our way to, with lots more treasure inside. And let's see, let's just keep heading west here. And we'll just kind of veer up and around here to find the next chamber. A lone sea troll thought it would bully the light warriors in that battle, but Cloud quickly took it down. And check it out, we have got 3 treasure chests we can open in this room. We'll open this first one from the south side of the treasure chest, that is. And inside this treasure chest, we will find 385 gil. Now, if you try to open up this next treasure chest from the south, you'll have to fight some water elementals, I believe. And even worse, if you try to open it up from the west side, you'll be thrust into battle with some cockatrice birds and possibly even some pyralisks. So probably a good idea to open it up from the right side. And inside this treasure chest, we will find a very nice item, the Giant's Gloves. Let's take a quick look at those. Boy, I really need to sort my inventory. Oh well, there they are right there. The Giant's Gloves are gloves that cast Saber when used as an item in battle. Very nice. I'll definitely be putting these to use in boss battles later on in the game, especially those in the upcoming bonus dungeons. Definitely be having Cloud use those, as using that as an item will cast Saber, which will raise his attack and accuracy. So we'll definitely hold on to those. One more chest to get in this chamber, and inside this third treasure chest we will find 5,450 gil. So continuing to get more and more rich here. And I should have enough gil to purchase some new magic spells once I leave the Sunken Shrine. 2 more chambers with more treasure. Let's go get them. Now, walking inside this chamber will lead us to a lone treasure chest, and if you want to avoid a forced encounter, you'll want to open it up from the far right side, as opening it up from the bottom and from the left will force you into a battle. Now, we're going to find another light axe inside this treasure chest. That's the second one of those we found here in the Sunken Shrine, so pretty nice. Alright, let's head towards that last chamber, off to the east here. Well, I ran into a nest of sea scorpions and sea snakes there. Cloud actually got poisoned, had to use one of my antidotes. Well, we have made it to the final chamber here on this second floor, and inside we will find 4 treasure chests waiting for us. And we're going to get a lot more gil. There's 2,750 gil. Treasure chest number 2 contains 7,340. Now, by the way, if you step on that tile just to the right of where Cloud is standing there, that will force you into a battle, I believe. So just keep that in mind. Treasure chest number 3 contains nearly 10,000 gil. There's 9,900. And that was just a random encounter with some Sahagan chiefs and a Sahagan prince. So let's go ahead and open this last treasure chest, and it's going to be a good one. We're going to find a ribbon inside this treasure chest, and I'm going to place that on my white wizard Lena, and I'm going to replace her old leather cap with it. Now, it won't change any of her attributes there, but the ribbon does ward off special attacks, and I think it will effectively resist all elemental damage and most instant death type attacks, so that will definitely be a good equip for her. So I think that's going to be all of the treasure we can get here on the second floor, so it's time to make our way down to the first and also last floor of the Sunken Shrine and go place the crackdown on the Kraken. So let's head to the staircase that will take us down to the first floor. And I believe we can find it off to the north and west here. There's the staircase, so let's go down to the first floor, and this is going to be the lair of the Kraken. Now, finding the Kraken is going to be the hard part because this can be quite a maze. It's a pretty large room that can lead you to dead ends if you don't know where you're going. So just follow me and we should find the Kraken in no time flat. From here, let's start off by heading to the west. And then we'll turn to the north right about here. Nothing in any of these chambers in this outside room here. but we will go inside this large chamber here, but we've got to find the door for it first. Lena and Vivi are now level 39 after that battle. I believe that's 3 levels for them here in the Sunken Shrine. Okay, getting a little bit closer. Let's go inside this large chamber here. We're going to go up and around here. Let's see, yep, let's turn to the south here and go back out the chamber and then turn to the north from here. Locke is now level 39 with Cloud the only one lagging behind still at level 38. Alright, we have made it to the final chamber here in the Sunken Shrine, but before we step inside, I'm going to take just a minute here to replenish some HP and MP, and once I take care of that, we'll go inside this chamber. Alright, I went ahead and used an ether on my Ninja Lock, and I also replenished some of Vivi's HP, so I think I'm good to go to head on inside this chamber. And upon doing so, we will find another one of those ominous looking orbs resting on the floor, this time right below the water crystal. And upon inspection of the orb, we will hear another ominous voice who says, "Humph, you humans do impress. I would not have thought to see you here." Here we go. The orb starts to rise up, and from within emerges an ugly monster with tentacles. "But do you really think you can defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb." Well, we'll see about that, Kraken. So here we go. We've been thrust into our next boss battle with the Fiend of Water, Kraken, who has 1800 hit points. Kraken can use the ink ability to blind the party, and he can also pummel the party with an 8-hit physical attack, which can especially put the hurt on the wizards. Now he can also use the Thundara spell, but just like the Water Naga before, he can dish it out, but he certainly can't take it as he is weak to lightning. Keep in mind that he is resistant to both quake and fire. Now you can take the time to use both temper and haste on your damage dealers, but if you have the Thundaga spell in your possession, that will also do a lot of damage to Kraken. And with me being around level 39, this boss fight will be way lopsided in the favor of the Light Warriors. So, hey Kraken.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
That's right. Immortal words from Dirty Harry Callahan. So, let's go ahead and take this squid punk down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Cloud use those new Giant's Gloves that we found to cast Saber on himself. Now that Locke actually has MP, I'm going to have him cast the Temper spell on himself. I'm going to have Lena use the Gauntlets for some thunder damage on Kraken, and I'm going to have Vivi cast the Haste spell on Locke. So here we go, round 1, and Kraken does a lot of physical damage to Locke, a little over 100 points of damage. And everybody else is going to just get buffed up here. Lena does a little bit of thunder damage. Now we're ready to really put the hurt on Kraken now that we're all buffed up and ready to go. So here we go. I'm going to have Cloud and Locke attack this time. I'm going to have Lena use the healing staff, I guess, and I'm going to have Vivi use the Thundaga spell for lots of damage to Kraken. There's another physical attack, only 82 points of damage to Cloud that time, so it's really not too bad. But here we go, there's the Thundaga spell in action, and wow, a little over 400 points of damage. How did you like that, Kraken? Well, I think really only another round or two should do it. So I think I'll just have Lena use the healing staff again, and one more hit with Thundaga ought to send Kraken off into an eternal dirt nap. There you go. 420, well, not quite, but Cloud's going to send him off in true fashion with his Ice Brand there. And the Light Warriors have defeated the Fiend of Water Kraken, and they're going to have some sushi for dinner. Alright, so as a reward for their efforts, they get 1,061 experience points and 5,000 gil. And as an added bonus, Cloud is going to level up to level 39. So the Light Warriors are going to step forward and relight the water crystal. The crystal has been restored to grace, and the mermaids aren't going to have to worry about being turned into sea foam. So all in a day's work for the Light Warriors there. And there's another celebratory dance. Somewhere off in the distance, remember the Life Spring Grotto, and remember that hideous statue of Kraken? Well, now that Kraken has been defeated, that statue is going to disappear. And the Life Spring Grotto now becomes available. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the entry for the Kraken in the bestiary. We'll scroll up this time, and there it is right there. Number 102 is the entry for the Kraken. Now, if you were really lucky, you got a new weapon called the Kukui Chimanji to drop from the Kraken. I actually got that weapon in my last playthrough of this game, but I do believe it's a really rare drop, so consider yourself really lucky if you did get it, and congratulations to you if you did. So there's another entry in the bestiary, almost halfway complete. Now that the water crystal has been relit, let's just step on out of the Sunken Shrine by using this teleport pad behind the crystal. And there we go. We have been teleported back outside of the village of Onrak. So the Light Warriors have defeated the third Fiend and have restored another crystal to grace. 3 down and 1 to go, and in our next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy I, we will begin the process of lighting that 4th and final crystal, the Wind Crystal. So thank you very much for watching today's episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy I, everyone. Hope it helped you out, and I do hope you have a great day. We'll see you again next time.